This guy spent money like crazy. He has $33 million in houses. He has multiple Rolls Royces, and he leases his Rolls Royces. I won't lease a Honda Civic. What's with this jackass leasing Rolls Royces?
And it's actually a good move on the Honda Civic this year.
I don't know. It's rare that leasing is a good move.
I leased an Acura TL one time and came out of pocket $7,000 for 3 years.
Mm.
Oh man, I don't know why y'all lease.
I don't lease.
All right. Here's the thing behind a lease. If you are the kind of guy who buys a new car, and I know Woody's not. You've told me that you hang on to a car for a long period of time. But if you're the kind of guy who every 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years is going to buy a new car anyway, then what's the point of buying a car? Buying a car? Because what you're going to end up with is at the point when you're ready to buy a new car, you're either going to have negative equity and you haven't paid the car off yet, or the car is just not worth very much. So the lease allows you to, you're constantly making payments, which you were going to do anyway, since you were going to be buying another car in 3 years. But they're very, very low payments, and you're always in a really nice car. I've seen people lease cars that they could never afford to buy, and that's the thing behind the lease. The lease is pretty cool in some situations, and it's a really good way to rip people off. Trust me.
Yeah, but I see these car dealerships leasing these trucks to old men for like $900 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seriously, I know a guy named Scott Daniels. I mean, this guy his credit is so bad. He is so messed up in every situation for him. But this Dodge dealership he's got, they fucked him over. He's paid $900 a month for like a Dodge Ram pickup. And he keeps going back like every year and getting a new one. And shit just keeps going up.
I had a guy paying $1,800 a month on a Mustang Cobra one time.
How the fuck you talking into that?
Took me 7 hours to sell him that car. 7 hours sitting at my desk. 7 hours sitting at my desk selling that car. I went through every kind of salesman tactic you can imagine. Everything from like the women he could get, and he's married. I'm like, just think about the chicks you could get with this car, man. This is a nice car, and just the collectible value of it. 7 hours to sell that car, $1,800 a month for the next 6 years.
The collectible value of a brand new car?
It was actually a used car. It was a used Mustang Cobra with only 14,000 miles, mint condition.
How did he manage $1,800 a month though?
He did really well. He owned his own business, so he had the cash. He just didn't really have great credit. And I had a Russian boss, and he just kept coming. I kept going to him. I'm like, he said he'll do this. He's like, no, not doing that. No, you tell him he pays the price or nothing at all. And the price was like $34,000, and we paid $26,000 for the car. No, we paid $24,000 for the car. We sold it for $34,000. That's right, because I made $10,000 on that deal. Owned. You want to talk about owning somebody? Owned. As he was driving in the parking lot, I was doing a dance. I shit you not. I did dance.
That's a chopper gutter, baby.
Hell yeah. For those of you in Call of Duty land, I just spawn raped him for 7 hours.
I mean, before you should go, you should tell the lariat story again.
The what now?
The lariat story, where the guy, you sold a base lariat for like...
Oh my God. All right, so my buddy, what was his name? Travis. Travis had been selling cars for all of 2 months, but I had taken him under my wing and I had taught him a lot of shit, and he was getting pretty good. This guy comes in, and we worked in Alpharetta, Georgia, which is the richest neighborhood in all of Atlanta. The average combined income is like $130,000, which, if that's an average, that's incredibly high. So these are rich people we're selling cars to. He brings the guy in, and he did it by accident, I think, but instead of selling the guy a fully equipped four-door Lariat, he sold him a base model F-150, an F-150 XLT, and he had all the stuff that would normally be on a Lariat added aftermarket. And on each aftermarket item, he sold it for 400% of what it's actually worth. So, you want a sunroof, sir? Okay, $2,000. Cost us $600. You want a navigational system? Sure, sir. $2,000. It costs us $800. You want aluminum wheels? Sure, sir. $5,000. Costs us $1,800. Fucked him up. $12,000 deal. $12,000 of profit, of which he got 20%. $2,400 in my buddy's pocket.
It's a good day at work.
It is a good day at work. I sold a Ford GT one time, which is like the Ford supercar, and that was a $5,000 flat. Yeah.
How much is a Ford GT?
We sold the guy $150,000. I don't know what the sticker said. It doesn't matter what the sticker says because we had the only one in the Southeast. Cars
That's
like
what you
that.
need, Kyle. Kyle, you need yourself a Ford GT.
I've driven it before. The thing's nice. That thing is amazing. It's a race car.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. It makes me wonder what my engine of my truck could do if they put it in a little sports car like that. Because they have the 5.4 Triton in the Ford GT supercharged.
Yeah.
And that's just that's the standard F-150 engine.
Well, they put aluminum heads on it.
Oh, wow, that's going to increase the performance extreme.
And it's supercharged, and I mean I think it's 500 or 550 horsepower. I had varying literature. One thing said 5, one said 550. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a beast.
But that's based off the weight of the vehicle. I mean,
well, I think we actually that car. I think we actually took it somewhere and had the actual horsepower to the wheels tested, and it was something over 500. I want to say because we actually put that on the car as an advertising tool.
You know what always bothered me about the Ford GT is you could go pay $60,000 for a Z06 and blow it away. Oh, it does. I've seen it. It blows the GT away.
But as far as handling, I think the Ford
GT is more comfortable and does bumps better. But the 427 that the Z06 has just destroys the 5.4.
Yeah, but that was before that Z06 came out.
Yeah, probably most likely.
Yeah, it was. This has been 2005. That was 2005.